authentically true. Bloom into you.
All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Jamie Wozni here, modern day priestess and seer. And I'm helping those of you that don't feel safe being in your authentic truth, whatever that is, whether you don't feel seen or loved or heard, being this bright, shiny goddess that you are. Reclaim self love, balancing your masculine and feminine energies, and reconnecting to the source within you, taking your power back so that you can be in your divine fullness, experiencing why you came to this planet, being all you came to be, feeling love, feeling joy, all these really beautiful components of a beautiful life. So thank you for finding your way here to me and joining us today. I'm really excited to have a very beautiful soul, colleague, amazing friend, a very gifted human here with me today. We're going to be doing a heart chakra activation for the feminine goddess energy in particular. The incredible Kendall, whose channel is Kundalini Kendall, which, by the way, you should follow, and I will link that down below. But before we get into the activation and why we're doing the activation today, I'm going to let her say hi and introduce herself. So welcome, Kendall.
Hi, I'm so happy to be here with Jamie. I'm a healer. I call myself a psychic channel and an energy healer. I'm also a screenwriter and an actor, been in Hollywood for like 7 years now. But I like to say, whether it's through my healing work or if I'm telling stories, I'm also a songwriter. I wrote a little song for Jamie's channel actually called Bloom Into You. That's really cute with my man who's a composer. But I like to say, like, whether it's the healing work or it's the stories I'm telling, like, I feel like I'm truly here to help people, especially women, come into their power and realize their true potential. And that's me. I do YouTube activations. I put out one probably every couple weeks. So yeah, subscribe to me if you like my energy, and I'm excited to be here.
Love it. I love your explanation. It's so brilliant and so you. So
Yes.
I'm excited to have us do this together. So Kendall and I will invite you guys at the end, but I just wanted to give you a second of why we're doing this. Kendall and I and our friend Reiki Rachel are doing a goddess retreat, which we'll tell you guys about at the end, because it's a time on the planet right now where we're coming back into balance with a very imbalanced, wounded masculine energy, and we're moving back into our feminine energy. So on Kendall's channel, we recorded a sacral chakra activation meditation, which was so potent. I was receiving it at the same time I was giving it. I was yawning the whole time, releasing so much ancient energy. So I highly recommend that you go over to her channel, which we'll link below, and we'll link the activation below as well, so that you can receive both of these activations too. But this section that we're doing right now is this coming back into balance with masculine and feminine energy of the heart. So masculine energy is all about thinking, doing, analyzing, structure. It's just this, it's beautiful. Masculine energy, we're not demonizing. It's stunning in balance. It's efficient, go, do, boom, bop, here, this. Now, that kind of puts us in our shoulders up. That's how our institutional systems have been in the past. Feminine energy feels. Feminine energy, and I'm going to say her, but whatever gender you identify with, we all have feminine energy. So feminine energy reveals the truth of her heart. Feminine energy is vulnerable. Feminine energy is the compass for the masculine, because feminine energy says, I feel this. And then the masculine goes, ooh, what do I need to do to adjust to assist you, feminine being, in your pleasure or in reduction of your pain? That's not in a codependent way saying like, oh, someone else is responsible for my feelings. It's just, wow, I have this sensitive heart that feels something, and I have the ability to let others around me know it too, so they can know how their energy is affecting things. So we are love meters. And if you're on these channels, you're a really sensitive love meter. And you probably learned to shut that part of you down. And I know for me, the last 10 years, I've been on a really deep healing spiritual journey. This is probably one of the scariest things, was to open my heart back up again and feel all of it. So on the other side of feeling all of it is freedom from chronic illness, is freedom from chronic anxiety, is freedom from chronic depression. Depression, they say, is suppression, of suppressed heart emotions. We are meant to have all of this flow through us. So I'm inviting you, whoever is listening to this today, into a great act of courage, to say, I invite you to be willing, when it feels safe, to open your heart again, so that, and the energy of it can be felt. And I'm going to get into it in one moment, but this feels very important to channel. We're already in the activation here. Michael Singer's book, Untethered Soul, on page 47, the last paragraph says, nothing is worth closing your heart over. Nothing. And it's so beautiful and so poetic and so challenging, because we've all experienced trauma, we've all experienced pain, we've all been here for lifetimes, and we're like, how do I open this thing? But that is the most potent medicine you have, is the tenderness of your heart. That, the feminine of the tenderness and the softness of your heart, the reclamation of these incredible, potent parts of you, is what's going to melt the ice on planet Earth, right? Kindness is more powerful than force. So I invite you to close your eyes and ground into your body. Let go of wherever you were. I release any energy out of my field that isn't mine. Kendall's holding an incredibly potent space for us as I assist us in activating our heart, and she will ground the energy in for us at the end. And all I'm going to ask you to do is just bring your awareness to the center of your chest. Say, hey friend, I'm sorry I've been gone for so long. I'm sorry that they taught you your tenderness and your softness and your vastness wasn't welcome, wasn't valuable, wasn't important. Just breathe into the heart. I call back all of my own energy back to me, all place and time, wherever I may have left it, I reclaim it now. Awareness in the heart, deep breath into the belly. Let everything soften. Allow massive compassion for the system you grew up in. Unconsciously, we came into an imbalanced masculine world. It isn't your fault if you're in an imbalanced masculine energetic. We say to ourselves, I'm sorry. We say to ourselves, I love you. Good, just awareness in the heart. Connecting to the source within us, whatever your source is, allowing that light to move in through the top of your head, landing in the heart space. As you repeat quietly or inside of your mind, heart, I give you permission to feel. I give you permission to know that it is okay and natural to welcome everything in you to be purified in the light of love. The heart is love. The heart can handle all energies, all emotions, all sensations. It can transmute it. And it can burn through. But we think, I'm ashamed. Look at me. I'm crazy. I'm a mess. I'm hysterical. And yet, no, we are tender, we are soft, we are sensitive. That is the truth. Can you open to reclaiming that truth? I am tender. I am soft. I am sensitive. I am intuitive. I know, I feel. I am a divine compass for the masculine. No one told me this. Maybe this will change in a miraculous moment, and maybe this will take time. Both are fine. I offer my heart patience. I offer her compassion and empathy for the journey she has been on. I notice what is in her now. Is there a sensation that is here? Is there a sensation that is arising? And as best as you can, offer her this phrase, it is okay to feel this. It is a sensation, my love. It is okay to feel this. It is a sensation, my love. Breathing into it, letting it expand. Not needing to make a story of it. Could it just be sensation in the heart? When we learn to breathe towards and allow sensation in the heart in non-resistance, it moves. And our wisdom and our clarity that exists at the same time as the sensation can tell us if there's a reason that's causing the sensation, or can just say, oh, that's so-and-so's energy, I gotta clear that out. Whatever it is, there's that within us too. When I reveal the truth of my heart, everyone wins. This is a great act of courage because people have been used to treating you a certain way. So it might be a little rocky at first. She knows her worth. What is this? And you say, yes, I do, and I will wait. I will let the storm settle. And the soldiers that can tend to my heart as I respect her will come. It is okay for me to feel all of it. Good, breathe into this. Feel the energy of this. Let it wash through the heart space, expanding through the whole body. Choosing it, intending it, declaring it, claiming it. This is mine. I choose a different way, a higher way. And I let that which isn't this fall away when I feel ready. Deep breath into the heart, let it go. As we allow this energy to integrate, Kendall will assist us in completion of the feminine goddess heart activation.
Now I want you to just imagine that in the center of your heart is this pink rose, and it might be a little tightly bunched up, but just allowing the petals to slowly unfurl and this pink healing light and flowing you as your heart, just the center of your heart, completely opens. And knowing that as it does, any grief, any feelings of longing or sadness are okay. In this healing light, you are opening your heart fully to it and allowing these emotions to be transmuted. A rose is fully open, fully expressed in all of its beauty and all of its softness. Even though it knows there's a chance it might be picked before it's ready or not treated with the love it deserves. But a rose, it also has discernment. It has its thorns. And so I invite you to entertain the idea that you can open your heart space fully and still protect yourself. When you allow your inner goddess, your inner feminine, to express her heart to feel her desires to open, you also allow your inner masculine to protect her and to know when it's safe. We often think that having an open heart means that we're just allowing ourselves to be vulnerable to everyone around us. But that's not what that means. It means opening your heart and knowing that at the same time you are protected and you are safe. And so I'm calling you now. Maybe you can find a time feeling into your heart where you did reveal your heart. Maybe you created some beautiful art. Maybe you wrote a poem. Maybe you expressed the way you were really feeling to someone. Express your desires, your longing. Calling a time when you did that and you were met with more love, more compassion, and a deeper sense of intimacy or connection than you might have had before. And opening your heart as this rose just fully expands and this healing pink light fills your heart now. Calling your inner goddess. Remembering how full of love you felt in this moment of true expression. Of expressing your desires fully. Reminding yourself that you are safe. Your desires, your heart's longings, they desire you too. And you sink into this new energetic, your desires desire you. And if there's ever been a time where you felt like you opened that beautiful heart of yours and you weren't met with the love, just knowing and offering you this new belief that those just weren't your people, that you were being aligned with better. And now I want you to just really imagine the petals of this flower just fully opening to receive all that is meant for you now. Becoming this vessel of divine pink healing love. And then feeling like the rose, a stem, a root, down, reaching from the base of your spine and into the earth, reaching down into the soil of the earth, feeling your consciousness dropping into your feet. You are open, but you are also grounded. You are vulnerable, but you are also held. And knowing that it is safe to be both at once, bringing back the energy of this memory. Could you be open to living life from the energetic of this rose? And now I want you to just breathe into the base of your spine, feel your toes against the floor beneath you or your back against the surface you're laying on. I am grounding in the energy. Taking a deep breath into the base of your spine through your nose and out through your mouth. You may want to begin to wiggle your toes and your fingers. And just allowing yourself to slowly open your eyes, sending your energy back to you, pulling our energy back to us. And just want to thank everyone. I know I was feeling that. I was feeling it. I felt emotions come up for sure. I just want to thank everyone who joined us for this beautiful activation. And we also did an incredibly powerful activation that Jamie mentioned, opening the sacral chakra on my channel that will link below. And however you found these activations, if you did this one first or the sacral one first, was perfect for you. And then lastly, we're very excited. So Jamie and I and our friend Reiki Rachel, who you probably also know from her amazing YouTube activations, are leading a very powerful retreat on October 21st. And it's all about activating your goddess energy. And today was kind of just like a glimpse of the power of what it's going to be like. I truly feel like you won't emerge the same version of yourself that you enter this retreat. And we're going to be doing a lot of different, very powerful work. I'm going to be helping you really tap into your dark feminine energy, which has a lot to do with a specific astrological placement. We're going to get witchy. It's Halloween. Because when we can really harness our dark feminine energy and integrate her, so we're not living from her, and love her and nurture her and know what she needs, we become so magnetic. It's like when we alchemize the shadow, we become so magnetic. And I know I mentioned Marilyn Monroe a lot and my connection to her. I got really into her chart a few weeks ago, and the placement that I'm going to have you guys help you guys kind of explore more in this retreat. So she actually lived most of her life from her, like her dark feminine energy from this placement, and she never learned to integrate it. And because she never learned to integrate it, she never got to truly come into her power. And so that was very inspiring to me, because I'm like, I want to show women that when you can integrate this energy, like then bam, you're really in your power. So that's like, that's what my portion is going to be. And I'm going to also, I'll let Jamie kind of explain what she's going to lead. Our friend, Reiki Rachel, who couldn't be here today. She's been kind of dealing with a lot of different stuff and kind of going through her own shifts and integrations, but is definitely excited to be there for the retreat. She's going to be teaching you how to call on different goddesses and channel different goddesses, you know, like goddess Isis or like different deities like that, and bringing them into your own life to help you truly manifest, and like working with them and manifesting magic in your life. And she taught me some really cool stuff. Like Rachel taught me about how I could call on Kali, who's this crazy goddess that I've worked with a few times. And let me tell you, she's powerful and she's changed my life. So I'm really, really excited about it. And then I want Jamie to get a chance to share what she's going to bring forth in the retreat as well.
Yeah, that sounds yummy. Sign me up.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
Like, I want to go. Can I go? So my section, you know, I've spent the last few years working with feminine energy in general. I know for me personally, and for those of you that resonate, like, what is that word? What does that mean? Why can this change your life? If you feel really lost, really exhausted, if you're trying to prove yourself, If you've been living in the masculine paradigm of like go, hustle, can't rest, fear of being lazy, you don't feel enough, that's who I'm going to be working with in my section to really shift that imbalance of wounded masculine, which is what I just called out, to softness, to, and then you'll see as as we recorded in the heart activation, to an open heart, to feeling all of it, to letting the sorrow move through so you can feel massive amounts of joy and love, courage, forgiveness, all the heart qualities, and allow magnetism, radiance, pleasure, and flow into your life. So we're going to just do a lot of balancing and bring you back home to who you really are so you can be an example of this for a new way on the planet. And then you're not rolling around exhausted anymore. Like, I dance around the kitchen and I'm silly, and it's my feminine energy that lights me up. And I'll tell you, my boyfriend can't get enough of it. So if you're starving, for attention, like, come, because it didn't used to be that way. And I'd be like, oh my God, I'm not getting enough attention. Am I like, why am I not being seen? Like all the things. And when you work with this, it is the attention in and of itself that the masculine adores, your light, your play, and it's enough. So I'm excited to work with this with you all on the 21st. I hope you guys can come.
Yeah, the boys will be lining up around the block.
The girls or the boys, whatever you
totally. Oh yeah, girls, boys,
Whatever you-
binary. Like, also, we did this activation. Like, yes, we talked to women a lot, but we do want to say, like, if you are listening to this and you identify with the feminine energy, we are completely open to everyone who wants to activate their goddess energy. And we want you all there. And what Jamie's saying is so true. Like, I noticed it in my own relationship too, when I just learned to truly, which it's like you're just being your true self. When I express from the feminine, he's like, what can I do? Well, like anything. Like, it's just like, it's so powerful. And we're also probably going to like be guiding you through like sort of how to communicate from the feminine. So, men are just like, or whoever, but it's like they want to show up. Moving away from blaming and shaming and moving into this energetic of like, this is how I'm feeling. This is my emotion and I'm owning it. So it's going to be really juicy and really powerful. We want you to curl up with some cider in this cozy fall weather. And so we have linked that retreat below. We really are so excited for everyone who signs up. And, if you listen to this whole activation, it's a sliding scale, but if you're really feeling the pull and you're like, oh, like, I don't like, I'm not fully in my abundance yet. I wanted to say we have a code that I'm going to put below where you can get $22 off the minimum. So we hope to see you all there, all you beautiful goddesses. So much love. Yes.
Come shine